Hello and welcome back to the Tap Into Your Embodiment course. How are you doing today? I hope it's really good. I am really excited about this video because I think that this is one of the most underrated skills and also one of the most important skills to being fully embodied. And that skill is listening. Whether that's to yourself, to your body, to your mind, or to others. To be fully present, to live in that radical presence, we have to be able to listen. So, whenever I talk about, I say this all the time when it comes to clients or when it comes to our videos, I'm always like, oh, listen to what's coming up in your body, right? What are you noticing? What are you feeling? Kind of prompting people to check in and tap in to the sensations that are moving through them. So that's a little bit about what it means to listen to your body. But so many people are like, well, how do I do that? Or they struggle to do that. And what I want to clarify in this video, first and foremost, is that you listen to your body every single day, okay? Think about how you know if you're hungry or not, or if you need water, or if you need to sleep, need to take a nap, if you're exhausted. How do you know that? Think about that for a second. Think about that. And maybe even write down a list of ways that you know that you're hungry, that you're thirsty, and that you need to sleep. Okay? Now, the reason it's so easy for you to listen to your body when it comes to those things is because these are basic needs. This is primal brain energy showing up. These are survival mechanisms. These are imprinted programs and algorithms that are already established within the body to maintain your survival. So everything else is just extra. However, the principle is the same. Now, we don't necessarily need to tap into a primal state to understand and to listen to the body to help it cue us to rest more or to, hit the lift or to get, go to the doctor or, I don't know, take the day off of work, go on vacation, whatever, get a new job, find a new group of friends, all of these things your body tells you before your mind ever gets there, right? That's something I'm always saying. Your body knows before your mind does. But it's interesting because your mind is informing your body. It's just that we have a hard time connecting in that space, right? So there's a lot of different ways that your body tells you what it is that it needs. And how exactly do we listen to our bodies? So I think the easiest place to start is like I had already given the example of like writing down ways that we know that we're hungry, that we're thirsty, that we need to sleep. Okay. Now I want you to start thinking about what are ways that you've known that it's time to break up with someone or that you've fallen in love with someone, right? And I don't just want you to think about the moments or the memory. I want you to think about what happened inside of you. Did your heart rate start going up? Did you feel butterflies in your belly? Did you feel like you were walking on eggshells? Did you notice a storyline in your mind of like, I want to build a family with this person, right? Where did that show up in your body, in your heart, in your gut, in your shoulders, in your head, in your neck, in your voice? Right? So one of the best ways to start listening to the body is to go back in time and then trying to see patterns based on different events. So any major life change, you can do this exercise with. A breakup, a marriage, a new house, moving states or countries, a big travel trip or vacation, changing careers, a death in the family, a major sickness. maybe a diagnosis. I'm trying to think of other things, but you get the gist. And the things that you're going to find on that list are going to be sensations. They're going to be wants and needs. And that's going to look like, you need more water or you need more sleep, right? This is kind of more with regard to if you're sick or if you're coming up with some kind of illness, right? If you're already sick or you're coming onto a sickness, right? Your body's going to ask you for more vitamin C. It's going to ask you for more hydration. It's going to ask you for more rest. And you're just going to do these things without even thinking about it, right? So part of the act of listening to our body is just becoming aware and then being able to act upon that awareness, right? And so the listening is less of a it's not like I'm going to sit down and communicate with my body, although it can look that way, right? If you're feeling lost or you're feeling stuck, you can absolutely do that. And there are meditations and things that can help guide you back to your body, which we go over in this course. However, most of the time it's your body that's like, hey, eat an orange, or hey, I need 8 hours of sleep tonight, not 3, or hey, I've got a stuffy nose and a sore throat, so maybe take some Tylenol and some zinc and, let's up the self-care, right? It's your body kind of yelling to you and then you reacting. So that's what I mean when I say wants and needs, right? You're going to want something different. Here's another one, crave something, right? When your body is low on fat, when your body is low on salt, it's going to crave like a burger, for example, or, high fat foods, right? Similarly, where you're craving carbs, you're craving energy stores, you're craving sugars, right? These are things that are signs from your body that's like, oh, I need to pay attention to what I'm eating, right? This is why following not giving in, but honoring our cravings is important as long as we're doing it in a healthy way, right? Eating whole foods, drinking lots of water, anything that comes from the earth should go back to the earth, meaning that if it comes from the earth, it can come into our bodies and then it can be expelled back from our bodies and into the earth, right? Another way that you can start to notice different cues from the body or temperatures or feelings of discomfort, right? You're sitting in a doctor's office or with a new business partner and you start to get anxiety, right? That's your body telling you that the energy is off, right? That something's going on, right? That feeling of I just don't like that person, right? That's your body telling you, right? Maybe you've had this experience. I know I've talked to many women that have this experience where they sleep with somebody and then they instantly get a yeast infection or a urinary tract infection or something. And it's like, well, maybe that person wasn't meant for you, right? Or maybe the circumstance in which you guys got together was not, meant for you, was not how it should have gone, right? Maybe next time take it a little slower. Or, have more conversation about whatever it is, right? Another thing to take note of and different ways to listen to the body is going to be things like biomarkers, right? So when we start to have swelling in places, when we're having headaches, when we're breaking out in acne, our skin is a massive, massive tool for us to check in on our health. If we're breaking out, if we've got eczema, psoriasis, redness, hives, anything that's abnormal to your skin tone, that is a sign that something's going on. And it might not be anything super crazy. It might just be as simple as you need more sleep. You're too stressed out, right? Maybe you can't do anything about the fact that your job is high stress, but what you can do is you can meditate and you can exercise and you can breathe more and you can eat better and you can sleep more, right? So how do we listen to our body in that way to allocate our schedules and to allocate our movement practice and to become more embodied, to be able to be flexible and do what we need so that we can allow our skin to settle down, right? Some different techniques that can be used to help tap into the body, which we've gone over, we will go over things like meditation, breath work, movement and exercise, body work, right? Working with a massage or a massage therapist or chiropractor or acupuncture, right? Talk therapy, any kind of somatic movement, meaning dance, bouncing, tapping. These are great ways. Body scan meditations is probably my favorite. And in general, finding stillness, right? The minute that we quiet ourselves and we quiet our surroundings, the more the body gets loud, especially if there's something it really needs to say. And this is like super important because ultimately what we're doing here is we're cultivating trust. The bottom line is that we're always going to feel our sensations. We're always going to be subject to disease. We're always going to be, putting ourselves in stressful situations, right? None of these things are the problem in and of themselves. What's the problem is how we avoid what we need, what our body and what our mind need to help maintain and manage the load of how often this stuff comes up. So those are a few different techniques and a few different ways that we can start to begin to listen to our bodies. In this course, we go over a body scan meditation, which is probably my favorite way to check in with my body. It allows me to pinpoint each and individual part of the body, organs included if you'd like. It's easy. It can be done in 5 to 30 minutes, depending on what your time is allotted. And it helps you to begin to find that awareness. Because even just you taking 5 minutes before you go into that work meeting to do a body scan meditation is you finding your awareness and taking and prioritizing you listening to your body, which ultimately cultivates trust that you are capable of managing and healing. And that's what we want. That's what we're here to do. So I hope that with today's lesson and this week's session, you are able to take this idea and bring it in to the rest of the practice and then to the rest of your life, right? Nothing that we do in this course is done in singularity. So it's not like we do it here today and then we never do it again. It's like we do it here today and now it's permanently in our toolbox and we come back to it as often and as frequently as we can and as we remember. I look forward to hearing from some responses, questions, comments, concerns in the Facebook group. And good luck. I'm excited to hear what you find. And I'm excited for you to find out more about yourself. Thank you.